What's going on, guys? I'm the White Guy, and today we're playing some more MX vs. ATV Supercross Encore Edition. We're doing a free ride on the Las Vegas Supercross track here, and we might have a couple videos coming out in the near future of just doing free rides on these tracks, because at the time of recording that series of videos, the Supercross tracks like this, as it sits, this is playable, and I'd say this can be enjoyable, because I am getting 75, 61, 62, 63, 70, 78, 82, 75, 76, 67, 58, 67, 78, 80, yeah, those frame rates I just rattled off there. That's what, it's highly unstable with the frame rates, it's not very settling in anywhere. But it is at least staying above 60, except I dipped below 60 down to 58 once so far, and other than that, it's staying above 60, it's in the 70s and 80s-ish, which is good. So these free ride things like this, the Supercross free rides on just the indoor Supercross tracks, I can play these on free ride and enjoy it at a good frame rate. Having said that, though, I don't see myself spending any more money on this game until everything is playable at a minimum of 60 frames a second at 1080p. Especially with my setup, I should be able to run this game maxed out, all settings max at 1080p on high. Or, no, max... let me rephrase that. I should be able to have every single setting on this game maxed out, running at like 1440p even. 1080p for sure, maybe 1440p on the system that I have right now with the GTX 780. And until I can run everything maxed out at least 1080p, at least 60 frames a second minimum, and not dip below that, I'm not ready to spend any more money on this game because I'm not going to spend money on an experience that's not going to be good and fun. So, having said that, I wouldn't spend more money on the game as of now. But, I don't know, I figured we could try and make some videos because I've been doing a lot of Reflex, a lot of Simulator, trying to get into some more RC stuff, maybe some Star Citizen and some other gun stuff, maybe. I don't know, I'm trying to widen the variety on the channel out from where it was just always being Reflex. In case you haven't noticed that yet, I'm trying to widen the variety out, bring more than just that in here, so it's not just one narrow-banded thing. And we're going to bring more Supercross here. Hopefully they get around to fixing the game more so we can actually play the game the way it wasn't. I hope, at least I played it the way I hope they intended. I hope they didn't intend for the game to run at 10 frames a second. I hope that's not the intention there. But anyway, yeah, hopefully in the future we can play more of this at better frame rates. And wow, those backflips are still just absolutely retarded. Look at there's a backflip in singles. Can I backflip a freaking dragon's back? Let's see. Yes. Wait, hold up. We gotta go back here for a second. Gotta go back here. Let's cut back on the track here. Now, bear with me here. This is a very advanced concept. Imagine you're riding your motorcycle up the back of a dragon, jumping off the back of that dragon, and landing on the back of another one. Imagine that. I had to stop for a minute to point that out there, just in case you didn't know what it was like to ride dragon's back. But again, you can just like toss double backflip 180s over finish lines pretty irregularly, which is kind of sad. The backflip mechanic in this game is not really there, and they took 360s out of the game, which is also depressing me. Reflex had 360s, and those worked out pretty well, and as you all know, I did a lot of 360s in that game, and those were fine, but they took 360s out of this game for some reason, so you can only do backflips, which depresses me a bit, because that's just... Why are they cutting features? They already had those features in the game. Why are they cutting them out? I don't know why. That just saddens me, because 360s opened up so you had a lot more freedom on how you flip the bike around. That was fun, but I don't know why they cut that out of the game. That's extremely depressing. But anyway, moving on from that. We're just going to try and do a couple laps here. If I do the race on the raceable mode with all the AI, then my frame rate starts dropping below 60, and I'm not about to have a suboptimal experience here. And I can't bring myself to play the game if it runs at a lower frame rate because it's just not enjoyable in any way, shape, or form. So I'm avoiding doing that. We're gonna play it in the way that it is enjoyable, because there's no reason to play a game if it's not going to be enjoyable. That's just, if you're playing a game that's not enjoyable, that's just stupid. Why would you ever? That's just stupid. If it's not fun, why would you want to do it? And if you play a game, it should supposed to be fun and enjoyable. If you hate it, why would you? Anyway. Yes, we can land backwards still. Can we back... What's the lowest we can do a backflip here? Oh, yes, can I backflip a whoop, I wonder? Let's find a whoop section. Let's see if I can backflip a single whoop. Probably backflip that. This is gonna be a fun game to play. What can you not do backflips over in this game? Can I backflip these? Here. Yes. Alright. I can probably just backflip off the side of that pretty easily. Yep. This isn't even doing the backflip glitch. This is just holding back. You can do that. Alright. Can I backflip a whoop? No, okay, it's not even letting me launch into a backflip off a whip. So I can't backflip the whips because it won't let me, I guess the whips aren't steep enough to trigger the backflip mechanic. I don't think you can backflip off of a flat surface, which I'm about to go test right now. Just land that to flat, and because we can. Alright, can I backflip off of a flat surface or no? Because this one I want to test. Okay, so there's a way to guess when the game looks for doing backflips. It has to have an angled surface. They probably just backflip off. Yep, there we go. Up and down, nice and easy. I could probably backflip off of this, maybe. I think I already did do that, yes. There's I guess it checks for a certain angle to the ground before it lets you do a backflip. Probably backflip that even if I just launch that to the side, which we're now going to do. What is there that you cannot backflip in this? Let's find out. Okay, so I actually committed that. I probably could have gotten it. Let's back it up here. Let's ride up the back of the dragon, turn around and ride back down the back of the same dragon. Yes, you can. Even just that little single you can flip off of. You can flip off of the berm. You can flip off of that. You almost even double flip. Wait, here, actually, I can flip off of this, right? Yep. There we go. Again, just backflip apps. Like, you don't even have to try. You just pull back on the stick. Like, I'm not even doing the glitch here. I'm just pulling back on the stick with... Oh, okay, maybe I did have to do the glitch here. So can I do this one just pulling back on it without trying to glitch it? Okay, no, maybe it does require a bit of the flicky trick thing to get it to go. So apparently, I guess I didn't patch the double backflip glitch, quote-unquote, that I don't know if I came up with it or not, but at least I think I popularized the little flicky trick to do double backflips and reflex. I think I was the one that showed people how to do that most of the time. But I can backflip off of that pretty easily. Pretty sure we're going backwards now. Let's see what else can we try and... Here we go. That should be fairly easy. Yes, it was. Alright, if you turn around, can we flip off of that little bump right here? There's nothing you cannot do a backflip off of in this. It's ridiculous. If it lets you do a flip, you could probably backflip one of those even. Here, this is going to be a challenge. I get one of these things. Do a flip over one of these. I bet we can. Here we go. We gotta try that again here. Alright. Let's get a good old running start. Okay, now we hit that side. If you jump off to the left here, I bet we can backflip off the one on the outside at least. Oh, we will get this. We will make this work, I swear. Alright. Spin this around. It will not admit defeat. Nope. I gotta make this work. I've set myself a challenge of doing this now. I can't stop until I make... We're gonna make this work, I swear. Alright, here we go. Even if I bump off to the side, that still counts. That's the same bump is the purpose. Even if I hit the side of it like I did. Yes! There we go. Got it. Still the same little bump there we can do. Probably flip off of that. Maybe here. Let's pick another one out we want to challenge for. This one. I wonder if we can flip that. Hold on. Let's try this. This will be a good one. Like, again, this is the backflips of this game are just so damn stupid. You can just... Like that. There you go. You could just backflip off of anything. Granted, I didn't land that one, but I would have landed if I just hit the landing the right way. I could probably flip off of this. Here, let's turn around here. Use that stupid clutch kick thing to launch off to the moon. Alright, so... Right here. Yeah. There you go. Probably do a double backflip off of that. Nope, single. I lied. Probably... Backflip the berm. Nice. Alright. Feel like a first gear backflip there. Throw another one right there. Another one right there. Again, this is just... Oh boy, these backflips are just so freaking... they don't really work either, because if you try and do them over a long distance, you have no real control over it. You could like probably double back with one of these triples here in a minute. Here, what can I not do? Just back every jump we hit in this track, we either roll it or we backflip it. There's a fun rule for a race in this game. You roll the jump, or you gotta backflip it, which I imagine would be pretty easy, or at least you have to attempt to backflip it whether you crash or not. Alright, here we go, here we go. So we're gonna roll the first one there. Backflip off the tire tap, bounce. Backflip the double before the finish line. Double backflip the finish line. Which again, those backflips don't really work. We probably should have rolled that. Here, we can probably backflip this though. There we go. Backflip the tire tap. Backflip step off. Here, we gotta get better on this. We can backflip the step off, I bet. Willing to bet we can backflip it. So if you guys want another video like this where it's the backflip challenge, let me know. Oh, we gotta get a little bit more speed to hit the step, actually hit the downside of the other bit of the ground there. No, we didn't get you need to get the preload in. Oh, we got reset back, damn it. You gotta get the preload in there just right, but again, we could probably just walk by, just double back with the finish, nice and easy. Nice, okay, that double backflip actually worked out pretty smoothly. Tire tap backflip. No, I didn't commit to it. I will make that work. Okay, no, we gotta make this one work now. Change priorities up. Okay, if we angle that off to the side, maybe if we, like, shank it, we can do it. Let's try this again here. Backflip the finish line, nice and easy. That one was actually pretty smooth. Tire tap, flip that. Ah! I need to reset that stupid marker. We'll take 3 more shots of getting this to flip. So you can't even like stop the backflips. You just have to go with it. There's no stopping them. They just keep rolling on. There we go. All right. So let's get through there. We're gonna hit this. We have done flips off of this tire tap before, though, right? I've flipped that already. I know I've already done a flip off of that. So we come around there. There we go. Backflip the tire tap and keep going on with the track. Oh boy. Can backflip that that's a pretty easy one to get. And then... Oh wow, that actually dug a deep rut in there when I slid out. Can backflip that pretty easily. Alright. We have to roll that single then. We're not flipping that. That should be easy enough. There we go. Backflip on. Almost could get a double backflip on there even. Alright, you're gonna roll the first one. Just gonna backflip that. There we go. Nice and easy. Could have flipped that. Probably should have. You can flip that into the corner. And you can come out of the corner. You can backflip that. Backflip that. We're just gonna get a backflip in there. Alright, I think you guys get the point of it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you guys want more of these backflip challenge videos on tracks, let me know, and I'll try and go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.